This is a great question we get a lot of from, people that are renters and people that rent properties and landlords. So Destiny, she asks a question, and she's a renter. What about those who are not working and have to pay rent? Are they going to get eviction notices? Or are the managers going to give out evictions? City attorney?
Yes. The city passed an emergency ordinance giving some renters some relief from the effects of the virus. And what it says is that if the tenant has experienced a loss of income as a result of the job being cut or cut hours and so forth, they cannot be evicted during this time. And during that time, from the day that they find out that they are being financially affected, they need to tell their landlord. And then within 7 days of telling the landlord, they need to provide some kind of documentation from their employer saying that their hours or whatever was cut. And so that they would not have, they would be then, their rent would be deferred and can be paid back over the 6-month time period after the emergency is over with. This local moratorium is for an initial 30 days, but could be extended also. This also applies to commercial tenants. A commercial tenant cannot be evicted if they've been shut down or their business has been affected by the virus for the time being, and whether they voluntarily shut down or they've been mandatorily required to shut down. They cannot be evicted as a result of their inability to pay rent during the emergency.
Great. So, it's not rent forgiveness, it's a deferment, correct?
Correct.
And you have 6 months to pay it back, but it doesn't mean you have 6 months not to pay rent. We're taking it month by month, correct?
Right. So if you missed one rent payment, you would have 30 days to make up that rent payment.